Today's the day that Hybe and Min Hee-jin's case was back in court, and this was the one where a few lawsuits were brought together, so it's kind of covering a lot of things, including Min Hee-jin's case regarding her stock option, and then Hybe's case about her termination. And for reference, if you're watching this in the future, today's June 12th, and I'm going to break it down bit by bit on what happened, starting with Hybe's case. So Hybe's argument started by claiming that Min Hee-jin agreed not to do anything to hurt a door, but said she broke that deal. They claim she secretly tried to take New Jeans away, and despite being paid, 1.7 billion won in 2024, which is about the equivalent of $2 million US. And they're saying she's now trying to sell her shares back, which is the put option, to Hybe for a huge amount. And they say it's not fair because they believe that she caused the trouble to begin with. They also say that her plan started months or perhaps years ago, and that on March 14th, 2024, Min was reviewing New Jeans' exclusive contracts. And on March 30th, 2024, Hybe alleges that Min Hee-jin actually reached out to the parents of the members to complain, and said she even helped them write emails using signature phrases like suspicious, apparently a word she uses all the time, they're saying, and giving direct instructions like send it from Daniel's mom or send it to Daniel's mom. I've seen two different translations, and then changed the tone to sound like Hane's dad. So Hybe is going, saying that Min Hee-jin stirred up this drama, turned the parents against Hybe, and used that all to set up, hopefully taking New Jeans with her, saying, quote, "This was coordinated manipulation and the agreement was rightfully terminated in July 2024. Min broke trust. We can't work with her anymore." Broken trust. Sound familiar? Hybe continues by saying that Min keeps pointing to her court win in May, which is the injunction hearing, as proof that she did nothing wrong, but Hybe says that ruling doesn't excuse her actions. Hybe also says that they may call in witnesses who saw or were affected by essentially her actions, what happened. Now, Min's team argued that Hybe originally claimed that this fight was over wanting control over a door or New Jeans, and that they've only added this element of poaching later, essentially saying that, only now they're arguing that she wanted to fully take away New Jeans. So Min's side is arguing that Hybe keeps changing the reason for terminating the agreement, saying first they accused her of trying to take over a door, then they claim she tried to take New Jeans, and Min's side also says that the timeline doesn't support Hybe's story because Min was removed by Hybe's board in August 2024. She exercised her put option and officially left in November 2024, and that New Jeans terminated their contracts at the end of November, otherwise after all of this, after Min was already gone. Min's team said, quote, "The girls were left like orphans. No one cared for them properly. They wanted Min back to restore the system, but Hybe refused." On Hybe's claim that she staged a plan in April to provoke an audit and steal New Jeans, Min said that's fiction. And Min's side argued that Hybe's call option, their right to buy her shares at a penalty, is invalid, and that her put option, her right to sell shares, was lawful. Min's side called Hybe's logic ridiculous as far as the time frame and her plan to take away New Jeans for years, saying, quote, "If Hybe is right, Min Hee-jin somehow predicted the future in 2019, like that Source Music would debut, La Seraphim first, or that New Jeans would debut Under a Door," saying, quote, "That's absurd." Min's side also says that after the Tokyo Dome concert, she tried to make peace and stay at a door, but Hybe rejected her. So Min's side is asking who's really causing the harm here. So another big part of this case was the Kakao chat evidence, or lack thereof, depending on your perspective. So Hybe tried to present chat messages for Min via a PowerPoint presentation to support their claims, while Min's team objected, saying this might have been collected illegally, it's private, and don't show it yet. And the judge in this hearing tacitly concurred with Min's side, saying, hold off, we'll decide later if it's okay to use. For now, just give oral arguments. And Hybe's team argued that the chats came from a work computer, not private devices, that Min gave consent when she joined in 2019. And Hybe's team continued saying these messages are work-related and were shown in earlier court cases. While Min's side said that she withdrew her consent in May 2024, that the 2019 agreement was before she became Adore's CEO, and that Hybe is now trying to introduce new chat logs that weren't part of past hearings. And then Hybe ended by saying that Min's team is just blocking these messages because she can't explain them. So, yeah, ultimately, a lot was discussed. There's more to come. The next court date is actually September 11th of this year, so September 11, 2025. But yeah, so that's the summation of what happened today. Let me know your thoughts. I'm curious, and I will keep you posted with further updates through all these court cases.